It's a good morning. I took a show here on London session. Right now, where we are in terms of price, I'm expecting that fair value gap to hold price, and if not, I'm gonna have to exit the position because I'm not willing to stay on a high resistance liquidity runs. So right away, that fair value gap should hold and support price going lower. We had a classic London session open whereby midnight midnight opening, then ran out the high, then dropped to a discount range, then one more time clearing that high there. So after that, all these stops that were trailed above this high are all taken out. So I had to wait for a clear shift in structure, and I had to frame my bias with that. So someone can add a position right here where we are, but I'm fully sized right now. I don't want to add anything on top of that. So that's our shift in market structure right here. So let us see. This range you are seeing, these are for fair value gaps. So we have the upper quadrant here, have this upper quadrant. Let me show you. So this is the upper quadrant here, 0.25, 50%, then 0.75, then the low of the fair value gap is here, and this is the high. So you're tapping on the high of the fair value gap. I'm not expecting price to disrespect that, and if we do retrace to hit this other block here, I'm not willing to stay on position for that much time long because we are on a high resistance liquidity run. So I'm willing to hold it here. Let us see. Let me take you to a 4 hour fair. 4 hour. So that you can see what I'm trying to explain here. In terms of trend, we are bullish. I'm looking for a long term. I'm bullish. So right here, I'm just trading the manipulation because I believe in New York session we're gonna have a continuation. So I'm just trading here the manipulation leg. Is a far. Okay, okay, have it here. I need to change that internet connection to a better one. That's much better. So take it to the hourly BC right here. So that's why I'm getting these quadrants. You can see that. So if we could get to hourly this hourly candles low, that could be much more great heading on to the New York session. Okay. So we have a little bit of retracements here. So I think I'm gonna have a little bit deep retracements here because you can see this low here. Those two lows. People who trade support and resistance, they're looking at those lows. They're maybe selling short there. So yeah, I'm expecting a little bit of deep retracements here. Uh, because someone trading support resistance, that's selling short there. So a little bit of accumulation, then a little bit of stop hunt. Let's see. Really didn't even touch the consequent encroachment on this 4 hour. So kind of sit on my hands here. So it's a high resistance because yeah, everyone having Trump speaking today on the New York session, so definitely London session is expected to be hard. So let us wait. I'm gonna have to mark this other block here out. So yeah, I can see business. This Favel gap is still valid to me, but the overlapping of candles on it, I allow that because we are really on a discount in terms of the previous range. So we are allowing that to happen. I'm gonna have to reduce some risk here. I'm not risking that much. Okay, I already cut the losses. I reduced my risk. I did reduce the risk there. I have already reduced the risk. So so let us see if this other block is gonna hold price here. Mhm. Nice reaction. We even did that touch the consequent encroach the midpoint, which is mean threshold. Nice reaction. But now this low is of much importance to me because we found the low. Yeah, the consequent encroachment of that hourly buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So I'm gonna name that sell side liquidity. I'm gonna change the color here. So that low is much of importance to me right now. So let us see. Have a nice body reaction of that other block. Let's wait. Yeah, it's still a fair value gap to me and it still matters. Still a fair value gap that matters to me. So if price crosses below it, there'll be more probability of using it as a speed bump and going lower. So giving a chance and a allowance to that. It says wait, baby. We're heading to the close of 3. So let me mark out 3 opening for you all to see that. I love London session trades compared to New York session trades. I love London session. London to me, I think creates more sense in me more than New York open. So you can see where I sold my short position to the 3 open. Let me type that. Let's reopen. Let's go there. So you'll see where my short position is based on. This is a fair value gap. FBG. So I was not willing to sell the short position here. Um, the touch of the fair value gap. I was looking to see the reaction of that. So I waited at T3 and I saw that 3 open candle. I saw this at 3 a.m. opening. Well, let us see. So this low is very much importance right now. The low is of much importance. So if we clear that low, take that low out, I'm gonna move my stop loss here and break even. And I'm gonna have to reduce my size. Mhm. After reaction of that favor the girl. And again, if we invest this fair value group and use it to go higher, not changing my bias here. I'm not going long, I'm not changing anything. I'll just exit the trade because I'm not willing to buy on such a market because it's so high for me to consider framing a bullish bias. So retracements for me, yeah, I think they'll be great. So let us wait. Or maybe it's right there somebody is thinking of buying. I'm thinking of that favor gap to be traded. The low of it will be used as a speed bump to push price going lower. A good thing in trading is that the capital is like your blood. Yeah? The account is you, capital is your blood. And if you like overtrade or not protect your capital, you're gonna bleed. And that means your account will be gone if you bleed too much, if you allow for that. So I look at trading in terms of that. You're gonna have different need to have different entry techniques. That's let's say your weapon. Know which weapon to use, which time, which weapon not to use, which time. So let us see. I'm still standing my grounds here. If we invest that shovel gap and use it to go higher, so be it. I'll be staying on the trade and then switching sides. Look at this price. We're too bullish to consider going higher, my guys. It's too bullish. Look at all this bullish run here. So right now we're in a corrective structure. All of this seems to make the lie price being corrective structure. So I'm willing to hold that. See if we're gonna produce something out of it. But again, I ain't switching sides. Just know I'm in a high resistance liquidity run. Just know that. So all these retracements, I'm expecting to see them. Gun to my head, you ask me buy or sell, man, I'm selling every time because I ain't willing to go along on those overbought conditions. So look at the body reaction, sweet body reaction of that bullish, bearish order block. Nice body reaction. So right now I'm looking forward to see if we're gonna invest that and I go lower on that fair value gap here. Then if does price accept to close below it and use it as a speed bump, you know, we're going low. It's not a trending day, so I'm expecting something like this is something like that, then that way, something like, you know, something something such. Looking forward to see something like that. Let us see. Nice reaction. So I think I'm gonna reduce the risk here. If we close below that this low here, if we close below it, I'm gonna reduce my risk. Alright, I'll wait. Also, the consequent encroachment for me. There is consequent encroachment. Much of importance to me. I need to go to that early chat a little bit one more time to check some things here. My internet is a little bit slower, so and allow me for the inconvenience. Okay, see the consequent encroachment. See, okay. All right. Let's look at 15-minute as reaction. The whole trade idea is based on a higher time frame, but the entries and narratives are structured on lower time frames. Yeah. So wait. Funny thing is that back then when I started doing this thing, I was freaking out when I see a candle retracing because I didn't have the experience to know to know how to expect and see in price action. So right now, experience has given me a lot understanding of price. So for me, I always look for 2 to 3 trades a week. So you can find me trading 3 times a week, 3 days in a week. So my first trade was yesterday. I think yesterday on Tuesday. That was my first trade. So I like to look on days where we have really high probability, and that's when I'm gonna stream. So I said I was gonna stream on Tuesday and Friday. Wednesday for me is a really tight day because we're having Trump speaking. So I'm not willing to live stream because I knew the probabilities of today. So just to pre-record the session and my trades here. That's what I'm doing right now. Funny thing is that trading is really boring sometimes. It's boring because there are days where I'm gonna trade like 2 days in a week, or maybe one day in a week. The rest of the day, what do you think I'll be doing? Hmm? Just sitting down. Mm, So sometimes you can enter a trade and get a TP within less than an hour. Then what next? What do you do for the rest of the day? Very boring. Have a nice reaction of the bodies here. So I prefer that kind of closing below that fair value gap. And use it as a speed bump to go lower. I think I'm gonna change my candlesticks here. I love this color. That's how it was. Yeah, missed that color. Nice body reaction. I was thinking, like right now in Kenya, the biggest companies being like Safaricom and maybe a bank like Equity. Equity. Uh, I think if you could have such money and be able to buy something like Safaricom and buy something like Equity Bank, I think you could be the co-president of Kenya. Like, can you imagine that? Owning, owning the company that almost on every every software, you know what I'm saying? Safaricom, like owning the bank, you could be the co-president in Kenya for real. You want something like that? You want almost everything. Sometimes I think of things like that. You could be like really, literally crazy rich. Literally, crazy rich. You can. You can. Sometimes I love to think of such things. I think they make sense. Yeah. So look at the reaction of these. I think I should put it in a large, something like that. Then put it in a blue color. Y'all can see. So these are a support zone for retail traders. So somebody maybe was trying to go short here at the touch of it here. Got wicked out. These two highs got taken out there. So I know it's gonna be tricky around this range here. It's gonna be really tricky because even price can decide to come and take out this high here, something like this. Let me show you. So that's why I said I know the probabilities of today that clear something like that, then go lower. You see? Let's wait. Let's fucking wait. Let's wait. I think I'm gonna take that one off there. Reduce my risk because I've seen the probabilities now. I'm gonna reduce my stop loss here. Stop loss, break even. See, better thing is protecting your account, bro. If I see such reactions of that level, I don't like. Uh, Protect my account for tomorrow. It's not forcing yourself your idea on the market, your self idea on the market is about aligning yourself with it. So if I see the probabilities of this trade, I reduce my risk. So let's see. Nice body closure on that fair value gap. I think if you get below this low, I'm gonna take half position off. Should know how to manage your capital. Hmm.
The very act of allowing yourself to dream big dreams actually raises your self esteem and causes you to like and respect yourself more. And all the people that think it's unrealistic and all the people that are going to laugh at you, let them laugh. Let them think whatever they want to think. It's more of a limiting belief around their mind and what they're capable of doing. They're laughing because they don't think they could do it. They don't think it's possible for their life
I would
to achieve
love
those
if
big
the
dreams.
XY could
So
have
let
taken
those
this high
people
here.
laugh. Let those people play small. Let
Retracement,
those
maybe
people
for
be
this low.
average
I
and
don't
don't
like the
surround
idea.
yourself with them. You say, thank you for your feedback. This is my dream and I'm going after it. A successful life is based on a series of successful days, and a series of successful days is based on working on a list, one step at a
I
time.
think I'm gonna
The
have to
first is
kill
to
it.
dream big dreams. Dream big dreams.
Protect
Practice
that.
what is called back from the future
It's not
thinking
a must
and
for
project
it to
forward.
go down there.
Develop a vision of yourself as happy, healthy,
So
wealthy, thin.
that's how you protect your
Practice what top
capital,
people
guys.
practice, which is what is called idealization.
The price didn't
I
go to
don't
where I
believe in
want,
failure.
and price
I'm here
show
because I
me
work hard most of the time.
signatures. It's not willing to go
Without that
where I
work,
want,
nobody in
so
this
I
room knows
protected my
what it is to
capital.
set one family. So to all the kids around the
So
world
I'm
who
pretty
want
much break
great
even day,
education,
though I closed
aspire
the
to be like Elon
positions
Musk,
manually.
maybe someday,
Price can keep on
come
going
to our
lower, but
campus and watch the Mastermind
to
Rise
hell, I
tomorrow.
don't want
I
to stay
can't
on that
encourage
price
you enough
action.
to continue to think
So
that things are possible and that your dreams can come
that's the
true.
business right
The
there.
starting point of great success and achievement
Okay.